Good morning, grade 1. Welcome to your math lesson. Today we are going to start chapter 11, which is 3-dimensional geometry. We are starting with lesson 11.1, which is hands-on 3-dimensional shapes. And the pages that we are going to cover starts from page 633 till page 637. Let's look at the objective of our lesson. It is to identify and describe three-dimensional shapes according to defining attributes. Make sure you have your chapter 11 with you. Once you have your chapter 11, open it on page 633. Let's look at this listen and draw question. Three-dimensional shapes. Essential question. How can you identify and describe three-dimensional shapes? Let's look at the question. Sort three-dimensional shapes into two groups. Draw around each group to show how you sort it. Draw to sort the three-dimensional shapes. Now let's look at the picture. Look at this diagram here. Now we can use different ways to sort these pictures out. One way could be we can sort them out according to their color. You can see we have blue color and a red color. The other way of sorting out could be we can sort them out according to their shapes. You will see that in the entire diagram we have three-dimensional shapes. If we categorize the three-dimensional shapes, you will see that we have two types of three-dimensional shapes. One is a cube and the other one is a sphere. So we can divide these three-dimensional shapes according to the shape itself. It could be one group of cubes and the other one of spheres, or otherwise if we look at the size of these pictures, we will see some are small whereas some are large, so you can categorize them according to their size as well. In some, the shapes that are small will come in one group, the shapes that are large are going to come in the other group. Right now I'm going to divide them into two groups according to the name of the shape. So I'm going to make a group of all the cubes. So this is one group, and the other group will be all the spheres. So I have divided these three-dimensional shapes according to the shape itself. One cube, the other one is sphere. On page 634, model and draw questions. These are three-dimensional shapes. This is a sphere. Now you will see it is like a circle, but it's a three-dimensional shape, so it's called a sphere. This is round. Then we have a cone. This shape is called a cone. We have a cylinder. Now look at cylinder. It has two flat surfaces. This is a cylinder. This here is a round surface, whereas it has two flat surfaces. This is a cube. It has 6 flat surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. On page 634, let's look at share and show questions. Use three-dimensional shapes. Sort the shapes into three groups. Name and draw the shapes. Only flat surfaces. Now which of the three-dimensional shapes only have flat surfaces? It is a rectangular prism. Now you will see on this 3D shape, three-dimensional shape, there is no round surface. All the surfaces, all the 6 surfaces of this rectangular prism is flat. The other one is a cube. Now in this cube as well, you're going to see that all the 6 surfaces that it has are flat and there is no round surface in this three-dimensional shape. Now moving on to the next part of the same question, we are going to tell a three-dimensional shape which has only a curved surface. So the shape is a sphere. Now if you look at this sphere, it does not have any flat surface. all of it is a curved surface. So sphere is a three-dimensional shape which has no flat surface and it has only curved surface. Looking at the third part of the same question. Now I'm going to tell a three-dimensional shape which has both flat and curved surfaces. So which are those three-dimensional shapes? Let's see. We have a cylinder. Now in this cylinder you're going to see we have these curved surfaces and we have flat surface as well. And then you see we have a cone which has a curved surface as well as a flat surface. So both cylinder and cone have both flat and curved surfaces. On page 635, let's look at these on your own question. Use models, use three-dimensional shapes, write the number of flat surfaces for each shape. Now, a rectangular prism has dash flat surfaces. If you see, this is a rectangular prism here and we can count the number of flat surfaces that it has. This one is 1, the bottom one 2, this side 3, this side 4, and then this side is 5 and the one in the front is 6. So a rectangular prism has 6 flat surfaces. Let's look at the other part of the question. Now we're going to talk about a cube. Now a cube has dash flat surfaces. Let's look at the cube now. Now you will see that this shape, the cube shape, has only flat surfaces and there is no curved surface. Let's count the number of flat surfaces that the cube have. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, the one at the back 5 and the one in the front is 6. So a cube has 6 flat surfaces. Very good. Moving on to the next shape. Now we are going to talk about a cylinder. So we will say a cylinder has dash flat surfaces. Now let's look at a cylinder now. Where can you find flat surfaces on a cylinder? You will see that this has a curved surface as well as a flat surface as well. So these two surfaces on the top and at the bottom are the curved surfaces. Where are the flat surfaces then? It's this one here. You see this is a flat surface here. So this is one flat surface. This is two flat surfaces. We do not find any other flat surfaces on the cylinder. So how many flat surfaces do we have on a cylinder? We have 2 flat surfaces. Very good, grade 1. So a cylinder has 2 flat surfaces. Let's look at the other shape. Now we talk about a sphere. Let's look at the sphere. Now this is a sphere here now. A sphere has dash flat surfaces. How many flat surfaces do you see in this sphere? I don't see any flat surface. I only see curved surfaces in this sphere. So I'm going to say a sphere has 0 flat surfaces because I don't spot any flat surface in this sphere. Moving on the same page, let's look at the other question. Write to name each shape. Now this is a football here. What does a football resemble? It resembles to a sphere. So this football looks like a sphere. Now this birthday hat, what does it look like? Which three-dimensional shape does it resemble to? It resembles a cone. So this is a cone shape. This block is a cube. So this block is a three-dimensional shape which is a cube. Moving on. What does this tin can resembles to? This is a cylinder shape. Very good, grade 1. Finally, let's look at this book. The three-dimensional shape of this book is a rectangular prism. Excellent job, grade 1. Moving on to page 636. problem solving application questions, circle the objects that match the clues. Let's read question 13. Kelly drew objects that have both flat and curved surfaces. So we have these options here. We have to circle the object which has both a flat and a curved surface. Let's look at the first picture here. I don't see any flat surface in this picture. This is a ball. It only has curved surface. Now in this picture here, I do see a curved surface. Now can I spot a flat surface as well? I do see a flat surface as well. So I'm going to circle this picture here. Let's look at the next one. I do not see any curved surface on this picture, but I do see flat surfaces. But Kelly drew objects which has both flat and curved surface. I'm not going to circle this one. Moving on to the next one. I do see a flat surface. Let's see a curved surface. Let's see if I can see a flat surface. I do see flat surface as well. So I'm going to circle this picture as well. So these are the two pictures which Kelly drew, and they both have flat as well as curved surfaces. On page 636, let's look at the problem solving application questions. Question number 15. Match each shape to the group where it belongs. So we have these shapes here and we have these groups, which says the shapes which have both flat and curved surfaces, the shapes which have only flat surfaces, and the shapes which have only a curved surface. So let's look at the shapes which have both flat and curved surfaces. So can you spot any shape, a three-dimensional shape from these group of three-dimensional shapes? It's the first one, the cone. You will see that the cone has a flat as well as a curved surface. Now let's spot a three-dimensional shape which has only flat surface. Which one could it be? It's the rectangular prism. You see, it has only flat surfaces and no curved surface. Now let's spot a three-dimensional shape which has only curved surface. Is it this one? Is it this? Or is it a sphere? So I'm going to go with the sphere, because a sphere has only a curved surface. Now we are left with these two three-dimensional shapes here. Now let's look at each one by one. Let's look at the cylinder now. Now we'll see that this cylinder has a curve as well as a flat surface. So it's going to come in this category of three-dimensional shapes. So I'm going to join the lines. Next, we have the last one, which is a cube. Now what did we study about a cube? Does it have any curved surface or does it only have flat surfaces? Very good, grade 1. You remember it well. A cube only has flat surfaces. So this is how we matched each three-dimensional shape to the group that it belongs to. Now your homework is you have to do page 637. I hope you enjoyed and understood today's lesson very well. Make sure you finish all the questions on the given pages. I want you to take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye.